What's up, Taiwan? How's it going? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taipei Mayor Ko Wen-je has announced the opening of a civil defense education and training center in the capital. Ko says all members of the Taipei government must undergo 6 hours of training in civil defense. He says the classes will strengthen the ability of government departments to respond in a crisis. The mayor also says the city government will work together with the military toward this goal. Civil defense has become a major topic of discussion in Taiwan at a time of heightened tension with China. Beijing claims Taiwan as part of its territory and has threatened to use force to bring about unification. Doctors in Taiwan say they may have solved the mystery of why some children infected with COVID have come on to develop encephalitis, swelling of the brain. However, as John Van Triest reports, more work is needed to confirm their theory.
Doctors at Tri-Service General Hospital are trying to figure out why a string of children with COVID have had their brains swell, in some cases fatally. Now they may have made a breakthrough, solving a mystery that's lingered since May. 6 of these encephalitis patients were infected with the same subvariant.
只有这个引发儿童脑炎那一段时期，所有的病毒株都是这同样的一株 BA.2.3.7。
The doctors theorize this subvariant has a bigger effect on the immune system. They believe it can set off an overreaction by the immune system that can then lead to encephalitis. But doctors say more work needs to be done to confirm their theory.
所以跟他的一个导致脑炎或者是产生比较严重的症状，可能是有关。我不敢讲说绝对，这还要做进一步的科学的验证。
Confirmation of the theory would give doctors a way to predict which young COVID patients are at risk of encephalitis and prepare to treat them ahead of time. Alex Chen and John Van Triest for TaiwanPlus.
Selling pomelo after the Mid-Autumn Festival has always been an issue for Taiwan farmers. With China's import ban on the fruit following U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's visit last month, farmers are facing ever greater challenges, particularly in eastern Taiwan's Ridgeway Township. Yu Jinhuang has more.
These pomelos are ready for picking, but instead, they'll stay on the tree until they're ripe enough to drop and become fertilizer. The owner of these trees said she decided to just pick half of the fruit at her farm.
你说像1斤6块钱或是7块钱，包含我们要发的工资，像例如今天来讲，我今天工资大概就要花6万块，6万块的工资了，那我要采多少的7块钱才有6万块？对，其实是根本不划算啊。
Farmer Lee is not the only one who made that call. Last year, this township of Ridgeway in eastern Taiwan accounted for more than half of all pomelo exports from Taiwan to China. But China recently banned all citrus fruits imports from Taiwan, right after the visit of U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in August. The high-ranking U.S. official's visit to Taipei is perceived as encouragement of Taiwan's independence, which goes against Beijing's One China policy. China's communist rulers see Taiwan as part of their territory, and aside from military drills, they have also been using trade restrictions to put pressure on Taiwan. This most recent Chinese import ban has had a huge effect on the farmers in the area, but it's not the only factor contributing to their hardship. Pomelos are considered a holiday specialty, and prices drop every year right after the Mid-Autumn Festival.
回归到还是我们的一个基本的老问题，那就是生产过剩。特别是文旦，它是一个多年期的果树，甚至于这个果树越老越多汁香甜，所以在这样的情况之下，其实很难短期间去减少它的种植面积跟它的产量。
Over the past few years, the government has poured in funds to develop pomelo products. The most recent effort, Taiwan universities established a pomelo product research center in early September, designing equipment to cut manpower and making new products to attract customers.
工会预计是要收购有400公吨的这个大果文旦来做精油哈。那目前为止已经收购了307公吨，整个全国这个加工的这些数量上， 到目前已登记有1605公吨了，那实际加工的部分已经有达到895公吨了。我想这部分我们会因为后续这个柚子还有一些产量所以后续的部分加工厂也会进场陆续来做采收，来这个收购。
But the effect of that strategy could be limited. Last year, almost 1,000 tons of pomelos were used to make related products, but that only accounted for 1.4% of national pomelo production. Not only that, the offered price is often too low to even cover farmers' costs. Some experts believe it will take a much more creative approach to handle the overproduction problem.
那我们应该也是要改变过去一种果实实体直接送礼的方式，而是改为用类似电子票券、电子礼券的一个方式来去做一些质证，甚至于转送。那再加上我们的业者，他有很多的一些诱因来吸引我们消费者到产地来去品尝或者领取。我觉得在这里就可以进一步的把整个一些很多的行销的策略，把它更灵活的一些运用了。
With the China market close to them, farmers in Red Sea are indeed having a difficult time. But the ban didn't create the problem. It just amplified an old issue that crops up every year after Mid-Autumn Festival. Although the government is trying new approaches, it takes time to transform supply and demand patterns. While seeing some positives in the long-term development, farmers here also hope for an immediate solution that can help them cover the costs. Patrick Chen, Ryan Hoko Patrick, and Eugene Huang for TaiwanPlus.
People in Taiwan have been paying their respects to the late Queen Elizabeth II at the UK's de facto embassy in Taipei. The British office Taipei has a book of condolence for the Queen, which is open until Friday. Louis Watt was there.
Behind me is the queue to go up to the British office Taipei, where there is a book of condolence for Queen Elizabeth II, who died last week after 70 years as the British monarch. Now, since the book opened on Tuesday, hundreds of Taiwanese, Brits and Hong Kongers have been coming here to pay their respects. Many of the people going up to the office on Thursday were Hong Kongers.
因为这是对女王最后的敬意，这样子，就是因为香港以前是英国的殖民地嘛，我们小时候都是看着它的长大，有很多它的好像硬币啊，很多地方都有它的东西出现，这样子，觉得它真的蛮管理的很好的，对人们很好的，所以想今天来跟他说一声再见，这样子。
We just want to give thanks to the lady that brings so much good old days to Hong Kong people.
But there was also a supermarket worker who had travelled almost 400 kilometers from Pingdong County in Taiwan's south.
其实我以前是有一个梦想，是想要去英国看看女王，但是现在没有机会，所以现在想说趁最后一次好好道别这样子。
Britain, like many countries, doesn't have official relations with Taipei. And because of that, Taiwan hasn't had an official invitation to the funeral on Monday. But on Thursday, Taiwan announced its Foreign Minister Joseph Wu had come to sign the book. On Wednesday, visiting time was supposed to end at 4 p.m, but there were still lots of people, so it went on for a further hour and a half. The book will be open for a final time on Friday from 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Chris Ma and Louise Watt for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with a time-lapse video of the Shoushan Lovers viewing platform in Taiwan's southern port city of Kaohsiung. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care and see you next time.